Hey everyone, Geezer here. I just wanted to let you guys know that this video consists of some excerpts from a video that I was going to delete that had some missing shots due to camera problems one day. But the message on there was important and I wanted you to get to see it. So I just edited this and put it together and I got the point across, I'm pretty sure. So it's talking about your impact position and a good tip to help you achieve it. So I hope you enjoy the video.
Well, hey everyone, Geezer Tony here once again. I'm out here at my home course, Sanford Golf Club. I was playing with a friend and he had to leave early. The clubhouse is right over here and he had to leave after 13 holes. So I'm on the 14th tee, got 5 holes to go and I'm hitting it pretty good. And I thought to myself, now I'm by myself and it's pretty open. What can I do on camera to help you play better golf? So what kind of things do I think about? Swing keys, what have you? Well, I've got a good one working today and I wanted to ask all of you, do you know what your impact position is supposed to look like? A lot of people, when I do lessons or schools, they think that once you set up, you're supposed to return right there, but that is not impact position. It should be, you should be more turned like this at impact, even though you set up here. So how do we get here is we start early at the start of the downswing with the body and come into impact with our belt buckle pointed out here. So how do we make that happen? Well, we do give it a head start at the top by not pulling with our arms. Now, some people do pull, but they're able to move their body in the correct sequence and pull. I personally go limp. I don't pull. It's very passive. The shoulders, arms, wrists, and hands are very limp feeling, and I just move the body and it kind of slings through. It's like a slinging feel. So if you were to look at that impact position from here, it would look like this rather than this. So that brings me to the point. I wanted to share with you a thought on how to get into that position better. And it has to do with the left leg and the left foot. Quite often I'm thinking about my left hip moving back, but when that just doesn't seem to be working, I think about the left foot and I'm going to push back with it as though I was sitting in a chair, a rolling chair, and I wanted to roll backwards by pushing with that foot like this. So that's the downswing key, and it's been really working today. So I'm going to play a few holes here. I've only got 5 holes left, and we're going to hit a few shots and see how well it's working, because so far it's worked really great. So what we're going to do, what my thoughts are after this, get a good setup, a good alignment, and then after taking the club back, I want to think about pushing back with that left leg, and I want to stay, and I want to watch my ball leave like this rather than like this. I want to stay in place and have my eyes this way rather than this way. I've got 130 yards to that red flag up there, and I'm going to hit my 125 gap wedge and just see if it'll get there. I'll play it a little left of the flag in case it doesn't. Let's see how this goes.
And we're going to do a stop action here so you can see the difference. The setup, which is straight on, and then the impact again, which you can see the body is more turned.
Wow, exactly where I aimed it. I should have aimed that at a flag. It's beautiful. I'm going to see if I can learn how to edit and run that back in slow and stop motion and show you that impact position on the actual shot. Okay, we're on to number 15 now. It's a par 4. It's only about 345 with an elevated tee, but a very sharp dog leg left. The worst thing you can do here is hit it left. So I'm over on the left tee. We have a right tee over there because I want to hook it. I want to draw it and show you how to do that also with that same impact position, of course. So I'm going to hit a 5-iron. That should get me at least to the 150 post out there, if you can see that. So again, we are going to push with that left foot, push back, and watch like this. Now, how do we hook it or draw it? We take our grip with the club face turned closed a little bit. Now, if I didn't do anything else and I aimed where I normally aim, that ball is going to take off left and go directly into the woods, because the ball always leaves the club face in the direction it's pointed, no matter what your swing path is. So what do I need to do? Because my club face is aimed that way, I need to shuffle around until it is aimed where I want the ball to start, down the middle. Now you notice my body is over here. What would be, excuse me, in what would be a closed position to the target line. It's not closed in relation to what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the ball, and I'm going to swing as though I'm going to hit a straight shot out here. We fixed the draw in the setup. We don't need to do anything differently with the swing. We just need to swing in line with where we're aligned now to get the club face correct. So let's see how that works. There we go. Hooking around just as pretty as you please. It's well past the 150 and it's in perfect position. So again, that impact position needs to be like this. And in this case, because I'm swinging in this direction, the club face is pointed down the middle, which causes the spin to make it draw. So we're on number 15 now. It is a par 5, and it's summertime now, so they finally moved the tee back from that tee down there. Down there it's about 465. Up here it's got to be about 425. I'm not even sure. Looks like a good 50 yards at least. But we could still reach this green in 2 with a good solid shot. It doesn't have to be anything magnificent, just good and solid. So once again, we're going to push back on the left foot and make impact like this. That's the swing thought for the day. Relax the hands, arms, shoulders, and push back with the left foot. That was just busted. I mean, I really blistered that one. I mean, for a geezer. So what does this have to do with setup for impact? It has a lot, because we teach you to get in that impact position, and we teach you that it's a lot easier to do from the setup position that we teach. Now, that setup for impact, that's for impact, number 4.com. You can go there and find information. And if you need help in anywhere in my general area, I'm in Central North Carolina, you can come see me. You can arrange for a lesson or sign up for one of my schools online there. But again, we teach you to get into that impact position and an easier way to do it. However, if you don't do setup for impact and you are not interested in changing to it, you still need to be in that position at impact. It's not one plane, single axis specific. It's golf specific. You need to achieve that position no matter where you start from. And Kirk Junga, the CEO and head lead instructor for Setup for Impact, has put out a lot of videos on YouTube that shows that with the leading players on tours, how they may start here, but when they come into impact, they're here. So everybody needs to achieve that. So even if you're not interested in Setup for Impact, and I hope you are, I highly recommend it, you need to learn to achieve that position using the thoughts that I have just described earlier. We've got 170, or it's playing 170 to a red pin. And I'm going to go with 7. Even if it comes up just short, depends on the front. Not a big deal. We're gonna focus on our move, which is push with the left foot. Look at the shot this way. That looks pretty good. Wow. It looks like it's real close again. We'll see when we get up there. Well, there it is, folks, as we go by. It's about a foot. Another really good one. Okay, well, number 18T. It's another par 5. Measures only 470-ish from here, and there's a pond out there about 300. So what we want to do is hit it down the middle with a little draw. So how do we hit that draw? Same way we did with the iron. We just do it much less because there's so much less loft on here. It's easier to put the spin on it that we want it to hook. So we're going to aim it where we want it. Face a little bit closed. Swing along our feet line, and above all else, push back with that knee. There it goes. Perfect. Yeah. So the ground's pretty hard out here, and I stopped about 3 steps from the water, which they tell me is 290 off the tee. But it's such a hill here, I'm not going to be able to have the camera on the ball and where the ball goes. So I'm going to put it up there, and maybe the tracer will pick it up. I'm 186 playing about 195 up the hill, and I'm going to hit 5-iron just because I need the loft. I could probably maybe hit 5 wood. This is going to look pretty low when it leaves here. I just want to hit it solid and get it up around the green by pushing back with the leg. Going toward the left edge of the green. Not sure it would have reached, but it's in a pretty good place to get up and down. And we end up just short left of the green, not bad. The chip we have is very uphill. It's going to break a little to the right, and it's heavily into the grain. So in light of all that, I'm going to use a pitching wedge to chip with rather than my normal 56 or even a gap wedge, just to help it get to the hole. So what we want is a smaller swing, the smallest swing possible to get the job done. Why is that? Because you can be more successful the smaller the swing is, and if you mishit it, it's not going to be a disaster. So let's run up there with this pitching wedge. Really good, inside of a foot. Try to achieve this impact position that I'm talking about by pushing back with the left foot, and I think you'll see a big improvement in your ball striking. So if you watch this and you try it and it works, let me know down in the comments. I'm about helping people. That's what most of these videos are for, and I'd really like to know if something helps you or not, or if you have any ideas of anything else you would like me to talk about or explain. Put them in the comments down below, and I'll be glad to try to oblige you. So for now, this is Geezer Tony signing off. Till next time.